Good morning and welcome to another day here on planet Earth. I am your merry gardener and this is Medium Latte Extra Hot episode 160. So a little bit of a different one today. I'm going to dive into something I've never done before, and this is graphic design critique. So gardeners, I was in a co-op recently, and I passed one of those walls. You know those walls that are covered in like business cards, posters, kind of promoting local services and all sorts of things like that. And occasionally you see gardeners up there, plumbers and that. And I just thought, because I'm getting back into graphic design, and I thought one of my things is that I'm going to be doing is helping gardeners create their own graphics. What is going on there? Anyway, sorry, my screen's doing something weird that I've never seen it do. There's like a little square following me. I've never seen that. That is super weird. So anyway, I'm going to pull up this here, and I'm going to look at some of the designs that some of the posters that I saw. I'm going to critique them, and maybe, so if I was going to give this person advice, what they would do to make their poster better, or change it, or completely start again. I just wanted to go through it. I'm not mocking anyone. They're being proactive, and I love that. But there's a few little pointers, a few little things that maybe they would want to change. They might get a better response from it. I don't know. And as well, what I might do is actually redesign them for them and then put them back up and just see and record a video of that. And just it's something kind of nice to do. And it's also good practice for me. It's actually a really good way to get back into design, I think. It's almost like an invisible client. Is a job, there's something happened, you can critique it, you can make it better, and then replace it. I've seen some people do that, and I could do that in the gardening industry. I quite like that idea. Anyway, so we're starting with this person who posted, who hung this up with a little peg on the little board. Wild gardening. I'm going to read it out, and then I'll tell you what I think possibly could be changed. Reliable and professional with many years experience. Free quotes on request. Fully insured, we offer garden maintenance, garden clearance, patio treatment, jet washing, lawn treatment, care and cut. We also offer hedge and shrub trimming and shaping, shed fence and garden furniture treatment. We also offer professional weed kill for path and driveway. So the immediate thing, obviously, you've got some errors in the in the text. You've got spelling and things like not so much spelling, more grammar. So you haven't got like capital at the beginning of a sentence and stuff like that. That's one thing. Okay, that's fine. And then you've got on the title, you haven't got a capital on the G. Yeah, fine. Okay, those are kind of things that need to be cleaned up. Okay. The overall design, although it looks nice and lovely, it looks okay. It looks presentable. It's not like a mess. It is super bland. It really does not jump out. The name Wild Gardening, I really love that name, Wild Gardening. It just sounds pretty cool. My only thing is, when people put stuff out there and then they put pictures like that of a tool and a bit of like grass, they found that on some stock website of these things. To be honest, I would much prefer that, because I've promoted myself, and I think people would much prefer to see a real garden, not even necessarily, doesn't have to be a perfect picture, but a real garden, nice garden that you do actually maintain. So it looks real rather than fake. You don't want to have pictures on there that look like someone else took it, like some professional took it. It's almost better that they're kind of like not professionally took, but you took it on your phone. And then you've got a before and after. Even if you had a before and after, immediately that's showing someone, this is what I can do. I'm going to bring it up on another business card that someone's got, when they're putting tools, pictures of tools. You're not selling tools. I remember I was giving my photographer friend some advice about his posters. He was a photographer and he was promoting his services. And on his business card, he had a picture of his lovely camera, and I said, surely one thing you might want to consider is the people that you're selling to don't care about your camera as such. they care about the pictures that you take. They want to see the results. They want to see what you can do. So on all of your marketing material, it should be just beautiful photography. And in the same sense, with the gardening, they want to see your results. They want to see what you can do. And also what especially on your website, I find that people, you're going into someone's, okay, this is depending on, I'm talking about not commercial, I'm talking about sort of private residence, right? You're going into someone's private home, and to actually show your face on your marketing material is a good bonus, because they get to see you. They want to see, who is this person coming to my house? Does he look presentable? Does he look like a decent person? Does he look hardworking? They're going to make these judgments, but you want them to. You want them to judge you in a positive light, and know that, look, there's this person. I know who he is. I know who's coming, rather than some kind of, ambiguous, I don't know who he is. It's just some random thing saying all this stuff, but I don't know if it's real. And if they see you working, seeing those pictures, it's going to benefit you a lot. So this guy, it's a hard one, because it's I wouldn't look at it and go, oh, that's crap. It's all right, but it's just so bland. Just so bland. And you've got a nice butterfly, but it's just meh. I'm going to scroll on to the next one. And we've got Callum. So this is the thing I wanted to talk about with Callum, about the tools. He's got pictures of his tools. That's fine. I can imagine. I've got to change this. It's bugging me. Oh my god, what's going on? That's better. I think I had auto framing clicked on. It was really weird. I think it was like out of focus. I've cleaned the lens. I apologise about that. We're back onto Callum. So it's fine if you look at it from a kind of a layout perspective. It looks really nice. It's presentable. It looks professional. That is all good. I love that. I love it when you've got that kind. It's clearly been put together by a designer. My only bugbear is the fact that he's got tools on there, and I'm not even sure if putting a business card, possibly putting a business card up on these things is, I would probably much prefer to put a poster up like the last guy, but then just have a nice message on there. What I would be more inclined to do is go for something that would grab the attention, and normally by grabbing attention, you would want to agitate like a problem in your potential client. So you might want to say something like, you've been putting off your messy garden, or it's time to clear up your garden. Your garden's a mess, and all your neighbours are like, frowning at you. The window twitchers are looking at your garden. I don't know, just agitate some kind of nerve that bugs them, that they kind of been meaning to deal with, they haven't. I don't know, like just that as a bam. Your garden's a mess and you know it. I don't know, something's going, just get them going. Oh shit, my garden is a mess. And then like, you've got the before and afters, we can transform your garden, and then just have a number. It's like, you don't need to list all of your stuff. You don't need to just fill it with too much word, because a lot of the time it's like too much didn't read. You see, what I've learned recently about marketing is you can have lots of text, but they have to create some kind of, each sentence has to be written so well that the people I feel compelled to read more. And unless you've got that, if you've got like a blurb of text and it's boring as hell, if that first line doesn't captivate, they're not going to read the rest. So if you're not a very good copywriter, it's better to have minimal rather than loads, because you have the old age saying in the graphics world, too much didn't read. So if you're not very good at copywriting, I would go for like one bam sentence. And I'm coming up with some actually, so I might if I redesign these. But yeah, I think your business card, if you have got a business card, I definitely would. You could have a picture of yourself. You could have a picture of, like you had a before and after on that business card. You can do that. I would much prefer to do it on a slightly bigger size though, so you can just fit a lot more on. It is good to look professional, but I just think the tool thing, I'm not a fan of pictures of tools. The only one, okay, I'm going to put a caveat to that. I would, if you were going commercial, and you wanted to go down a commercial route, I think that would be an option. If you wanted to take, if you want to have pictures of your big meaty like mowers and all of your tools and all of your team, I think that would be positive to have to then show the kind of industry that you can manage these jobs. I think that is the only place where I would have pictures of tools, because you need to demonstrate that you're not just like a solo gardener like me. You wouldn't want to have a picture of just you with a few tools. You'd want to show that you have the kind of beasts that can handle those types of jobs and the team. And I think that's the only place where I would put pictures of like big trucks, big like mowers, and like just showing that side of it off, that we can handle the big jobs, that kind of stuff. I think that would work from a marketing point of view if you were going into that industry. But if you're like a gardener, you're just doing residential, people don't really care too much about the tools. They care about what you can do. I think I'm repeating myself, but you get the message. I'm going to scroll on to the next one. Now this one, now if you look at the difference between the two, I'm going to compliment this guy. Gardener and Plantsman, cool mark. I like the simplicity, you know, consultant, member of the Gardeners Guild. Okay, so I potentially think this says to me that he's going for a higher class kind of client. He's going for, do you know what I mean? And that picture, it kind of says everything really. It's subtle, it's a clear, simple message. You know exactly what kind of gardener he is, you know? He's qualified, he knows about his plants. Do you know what I mean? Like, and if you wanted to buy plants for your garden, I'm calling Mark. I'm giving this guy a big up, because simple message, his number's there. And also, I haven't seen anyone utilise QR codes at the moment. I quite like the idea of QR codes, because you can just scan it and you get straight to someone's website and you get a lot more info. Sometimes people want to do a little bit of research about someone. I can't remember if I looked on both sides. It's whenever I do a business card, it's always good to do two sides, because you know what people do. They always turn over. And isn't it so disappointing when you turn it over and it's blank? That's why on my business cards, I had my name and everything. And on the other side, I had a funny little quote. And I've got to dig my business cards out. When I dig, I don't really use them too much these days, but when I dig one out, I'll show you. I'm so proud of my business cards. I was like, I quite like that. It's just a cheeky, funny message on the back. I can't remember off the top of my head because I haven't used them in a while. But yeah, I'm bigging up this guy. I like it. It was, out of the three, this is the one that stood out. So big up to Mark. Really like it. I probably wouldn't change too much about that. I'd like to see a website address. I think people might want to look into that, and I don't know, they might call him straight off, maybe, I don't know. But it'd be nice to see before and afters and things like that. I think people want to do their research before they call someone to their house. So the website address or the QR code, so they can go straight. People don't want to waste time tapping things in, so scan the QR code. I can imagine people, instead of taking these, they would take a photo of it rather than take the thing or write the number down. I think that's too much faffing about. People will just take a picture of that and probably look later. But if you've got a QR code, they go straight to the website, and then they can save that. Pretty much that's where I'm at. That's all I've got to say about the matter. Guys, I'm going to pop that off. I hope you found value in that. I don't know. This is the first time I've done it, and I've never really critiqued, especially on video. And it's interesting. I'm kind of like getting back into it and the feel of it. So again, I guess I'm back in learning mode, learning to be a graphic designer, because it does get rusty. You're kind of your confidence is gone, but you know I've done good work in the past. I know I have, and I'm trying to get back into that, because that's where I'm going. That's the direction I'm going. I know where I'm going this year. I'm going straight back into graphic design and merging it with gardening and then helping gardeners. It's kind of everything that I've done in my life feels like it's leading up to this point, and I'm heading in a exciting, scary avenue. And yeah, anyway, just talking out loud. Guys, have a wonderful day. It's raining today, so we've got to waterproof up and crack on. Take care. Have a good day.